Hello students, the next lesson which we are going to see in prose is the great sacrifice. Okay, so from the title itself it implies that the story will be related to the sacrifice, and here the pre-reading task it has been given about the Kunti and the Karna's extract from the Mahabharata, and how Karna was given the sacrifice as he was promised to his mother. Okay, so over here we have a story. In this they have some of the characters which they have listed over here. The first is the Panna. Panna is the nurse of the infant, that is the small child Uday Singh. Okay, Padma and Champa were the maids. Okay, and Banbir, a half brother of Uday Singh, that is a step brother who was ruling Mewar for Uday Singh. Okay, so the bed chamber here, this is the situation over here in the story. The bed chamber of the infant prince Uday Singh in the palace of Chittoor. Okay, so the scene starts with this. So the prince was there in his bedchamber. The prince is sleeping on his ivory bed, and his nurse Panna, who is a young Rajput woman, is sitting on another bed. Her little son, who is of the same age as the prince, is lying asleep beside her. A maid Padma comes in. Okay, so this is the situation of the scene. First, Padma. Where's the prince? Panna. There he is, and he is here, my son. Both of them have just fallen asleep. Padma. I am worried. Panna. Yes, I am too worried. Everything has been going wrong since the death of Ranaji. Nobody seems to be happy. The nobles are quarreling among themselves. They have become mean and selfish. So what happens? So this is the situation. The prince was sleeping in his ivory bed, and the child of the Panna is also sleeping in another bed, and the Padma, the maid, she enters and she was worried about the situation of the uh, palace. Okay, and the nobles, of the persons who were quarreling among themselves and being selfish among them. Padma. And Banbir has become very ambitious. Do you think the nobles like him? So she is asking. Banbir has become more selfish, and what happened? The nobles, did they like him? Panna, they have to like him. They are not strong enough to dislike him. So she says that they have to like him. Apart that, they have no other option of that. Padma, but isn't he grateful to them? So she is asking whether he is grateful to the nobles. Panna, grateful? Can a snake ever be grateful to anyone? So she compares Banbir to a snake. Banbir and gratitude belong to two different worlds. I say, Padma, this Banbir is a curse to the house of Mewar. We have to be careful of him. So Panna was saying that Banbir is a curse, okay, to the house of Mewar, and they should be careful of him. Padma, but isn't he a son of our late Rana and a half brother of our prince? So she says that isn't he a son of late Rana and the half brother of the small prince? Panna, he may be anything, but I don't trust the man. He has killed some nobles and has crushed the others. They don't dare to say or do anything against him. They are afraid of him, and he does what he likes. There is discontent among the people, and there is discontent in the army. Discontent means dissatisfaction. Okay, so no one was happy with Banbir. Padma, why doesn't the army throw him out? Panna says, I can't. Banbir has formed a party of his own. There are some strong men on his side, and everyone is afraid of him. So she says that everyone was afraid of Banbir because he has a strong party, and they threaten the other peoples. Padma, unfortunate Mewar, your troubles will never end. What can we do, Panna? So she was very much worried about the Mewar. Panna, we can do a lot. Let the time come. Padma, I haven't yet told you the worst about Banbir. So now the thing which she wants to say is now revealed. Panna, what is it, Padma? Padma, Listen, Banbir wants to be the permanent Rana of Mewara. He has resolved to kill the prince. Resolved means decided. Okay, so what she says, Banbir wants to become the permanent king and he wants to kill the prince. Okay, Panna, and I have resolved to save the prince. So what she said, Panna, she have decided to save the prince. When the Rani, the prince's mother, was dying, she said to me, Panna, I have lost everything except my precious child. I am leaving him with your charge. Be a mother to him and protect him from all harm. I promised her that I would give my life to save the life of the prince, and she died smiling. Banbir cannot kill the prince as long as Panna lives. I will fulfill my promise to my late mistress. So, what Panna says, she reveals the thing which was said by the prince's mother while she was dying, and she promised to her that she will take care of the little prince. And she says that, in spite of being in the palace, she would not allow Banbir to kill the prince. The sound of somebody running outside. Padma, listen, there is somebody outside. Who can it be? Panna, it must be one of the guards. A maid named Champa enters panting. So she was in a tension or in a hurry mood. She was entering into that room. Champa, make haste. Do what you can to save the life of the prince. So she was hurrying in it and she says that do it fast and save the life of the prince. You haven't any time to lose. Banbir will be here in a few minutes. He's talking to a man outside. He's only 100 yards away from here. So, what the message she got from outside is that the Banbir has coming to kill the prince, and just she wanted her to take away the prince from that place. Panna, how do you know he is coming to kill the prince? Champa, he has a naked sword in his hand. So she says that the Banbir was holding a sword in his hand and he just wanted to come and kill the prince. Panna, calmly, all right. The time to do or die has come. I must save the life of the prince or die with him. So now she says that the time has come to save the prince. And she says to the maids Champa and Padma, please help me save the life of Rana Sanga's child. Quickly lifts the prince from his bed, changes his clothes and put him in a basket and then covers him with flowers and leaves. So little prince was covered with the flowers and the leaves and he was changed his clothes and he was kept in a basket. Take this basket out of the palace, hide yourselves near the gate and wait for me there. So she instructed the Champa and Padma to wait outside the gate. Padma, lifting up the basket, I will carry this most precious basket under my arm. Champa, follow me. So she holds the basket and she calls Champa to follow her. Champa to Panna, where are we going to take the prince? No one in Mewar will keep him in his house. Panna, don't worry, I have already thought about it. We will take him to the Asha Shah, who is a good man and a friend of ours. I am sure he will protect the prince. Now hurry up and be careful. So this was the thing which was said by Panna that she knows a person who can protect them. The maids go out, taking the infant prince with them. Panna quickly dresses her own child in the clothes of the prince and puts him in his bed. She looks at him for a few minutes, kisses him several times, and lies down on her bed. The sounds of footsteps outside. Banbir enters the room hurriedly. Panna gets up from the bed. So, what happened? Once the maids go out, she dresses her own child in the dress of the prince and she kisses, and she was overflowing her love towards his son. Okay, sorry, her son, and she kept the infant in the place of the prince, and she hears the sound of Banbir coming. Banbir, where is the prince? Panna, not so loud, please. He is asleep. Banbir, where is he? Panna points to her child with a trembling hand, trembling and shaking. Banbir rushes to the bed and kills the child with his sword. Panna shrieks and falls down on her baby's body. Shrieks means she screams and she falls near her baby's body. Banbir looks around and goes out of the room. What he did after killing the prince, that is the child of the Panna, he leaves the room. Panna in a choked voice, that means in a suffocation voice, they will say, right? Without, we can't able to speak at that time. Suffocation means she was saying, Mistress, I have kept my promise to you. I have saved the life of the prince. So, this was a big sacrifice which was done by Panna by giving the life of her own child towards Banbir, right? So, this was a great sacrifice. So, hence the title implies the sacrifice which was done by Panna. Okay, so hope you have understood this lesson. You just go through the lesson. This is like a dialogue thing. You can easily understand what they have given. Okay, so if you have any doubts regarding this, just message me. Okay, so in the next class we will be sending the notes of this. With this, the prose lessons we have completed, and the next lesson it's not there in your syllabus. Okay, so hope you have been completing your classworks too. Okay, thank you.